Any exam can feel stressful and overwhelming, so I want to give you guys a few tips to try while you write your UBC exam to make the process a little bit less stressful. Tip number 1 is to create a cheat sheet of all of the formulas that you remember, and before you go into the exam, review all of those formulas. And once you get into the exam center, you're going to be given a few pieces of paper, and as soon as you're allowed to start your exam, you should write down every single formula that you can remember. Tip number 2. Many people will either prefer the math or the law, so when you're writing your exam, the best thing to do is start with the section that you feel the most confident in. So for example, if you prefer the math, answer all the math questions first and then go back to the law portion. And for tip number 3, kind of similar to tip number 2, just finish all of the familiar questions first. Luckily, on the exam, you do have the flexibility to move forward and backwards with the question. So if you get to a question that you're not too sure about, you can move forward and come back to it. Tip number 4, if you do get stuck on a question, it is best to answer it to the best of your ability and then come back to it. Just in case, for whatever reason, you run out of time, at least you've put in your best guess. After answering it, what you should do is write down the number of that question, and if you do have spare time on your exam, which you should, use that time to review those questions that you felt you got stuck on. But remember, most of the time your first answer is the correct answer. And for the last tip, if you show up to your exam and you're a little bit late, or if you're just not feeling 100% prepared, it is always best to reschedule it. Even if you don't show up for your exam, it's not going to count as an attempt. Give yourself a couple weeks to do a review and see how you're feeling, and then you can rebook your exam. It is always best to make sure you feel 100% prepared before taking your exam. There is a difference between feeling nervous for the exam and feeling underprepared. And if you are nervous, remember that it's totally normal to feel that way going into an exam.